Okay, so this is another Hebrew program that I thought I would do some videos on. This is a RoutLedge introductory course in modern Hebrew, and the book is pretty sizable, and I thought it would be sort of a good text to go through some of this material and get some of the modern Hebrew information out there on some videos. And so what I've done is I've started with Unit 1, Yahida 1. I've got this, got my handy little pen here. Let's see if we can get this moved up. And we can get it moved down. Okay. Okay, so we have Yahida 1. And this is, so then they have a picture of Gymnasia Ivrit Herzliya Tel Aviv 1936. So we have the gymnasium, the Hebrew gymnasium. It's called Herzliya in Tel Aviv, 1936. Now, there is a Wikipedia entry on this, and basically it says the school was founded in 1905 in Ottoman-controlled Jaffa, and it goes into some details on here, so you can read about that your own time. But basically, it's a very historical building that in Israel that was used for the study of Hebrew. Okay, so in each of these sections, there are units that include vocabulary and so on. And there is there's basically a vocabulary and an audio thing for every one that's available. For example, text and vocab lists. Okay, and so basically,
מילים חדשות. שלום. שמי. מה שלומך? מה שלומך?
So it's got a lot of
טוב. שלומי.
it's got a lot of bells and whistles. I mean, when it comes to programs. So let me get started here and just see what kind of material I can get down through here. Okay, so we have Ori Vahagit, Ori Vahagit, and so this is a basically it's a conversation, and so they're going to be using some of these vocabulary words, obviously, in these little exchanges here that they've got posted. So our vocabulary list, we have shalom, or hi. We have shemi, S-H-M-E-E maybe, or my name. We have ma shlomcha, how are you? Ma shlomcha. Tov for good. Shlomi tov. Shlomi, literally that says, to me, peace is good. Lehit ra'ot, see you later. Ma shemech, what is your name? If it was a female, it would be like ma shemech. And then ze, shem yafa. That is a nice name. And we have toda for thank you. So it looks like we have basically, we have a conversation between Ori and Hagit, and back and forth here. So Ori says, Shalom, Shmi, Orit, or Ori. I'm used to Orit because that's another name that's in one of these other programs. So it says, she says, hi, my name is Ori. Hagit says, Shmi, Hagit. Then Ori says, Ma Shlomech Hagit. How are you, Hagit? And now this tells us, I think, that Hagit is a female, because she's not, Ori is not saying Ma Shlomcha, she's saying Ma Shlomech. And so now we know that Hagit is a female. Okay, Hagit says Tov Ma Shlomcha. Okay, so in that case, when she said Ma Shlomcha back to Ori, Ori we know is a boy, a male. And then we have Ori says Shlomi Tov, I am good. He answers in response to Hagit. Okay, and then Hagit says Shalom, which is good or okay. And then Ori then responds Lahitraot, see you later, Lahitraot. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Then we have Shmi, Moshe, Shmi. Looks like a neat, and neat. Now, some of these names, because they're Hebrew names, I might not be getting all the vowels correct, but this looks to me like Shmi Moshe. My name is Moses. And this looks to me like Shmi Inet. And however you pronounce this here, you could probably look it up and see on reversal context. I use reversal context a lot if I get stuck on something. Oh, Einat. Einat. E-I-N-A-T. Transliterated as E-I-N. Okay, so Enat. It's Enat. E-I-N-A-T. Enat. Okay, so Enat says Ma Shlomcha to Moshe. So what is your name? Ma Shlomcha, what is your name? Moshe says, Shmi Moshe, my name is Moses. The Ma Shmech. And what is your name? So why is this Shemech? Well, obviously Enat is a girl, apparently here, a female, because Moshe is using the term Shemech and not Shimcha. And so Enat, which we know now to be female, says Shemi Enat, my name is Enat. Moshe then responds and says, Zeh Shem Yafa. That is a beautiful name. She's getting a little fresh, looks like. And then Enat says, Toda, thank you. Okay, so we've got something here, the one-letter particle vav and is prefixed to the word that follows. For example, V'ma Shemech, and what is your name? In Hebrew, and all one-letter particles are prefixed to the following word. For example, the preposition ba, which is in, with, or on, really. But ivrit, in Hebrew, and by Israel, in Israel, Though the particle vav may be pronounced in several different ways, it is most commonly pronounced ve, like that, with a little shaba underneath it. Okay, so now we have she'elot. She'elot. Let's see here. Okay, so she'elot. Questions. Okay, she'elot, questions. Okay, so number one, here's the first question. Ma shemech. In other words, they're asking us, what is ma shemech? What is your name? Okay, and then it could be shimkad. It just depends because see, look at this here. We've got a sheen, a mem, a haf sofit. You get rid of the vowel pointing, sheen, mem, haf sofit. Get rid of the vowel pointing. It's the same thing, so it depends. But essentially, it's what is your name? But if it's about a girl, if you were to say to a girl, what is your name? You would say ma shemech. You'd use this one here. Get my eraser. And so you'd use ma shemech for a female. But if you were to say, what is your name to a man or a boy, it would be ma shimcha. What is your name? So let's go back down here. Ma shemech be'ivrit. Okay, so let's just say that this is a female person, and we're using shemech. So what is your name in Hebrew? Okay. Okay, and then number three, we have ma shlomcha. I think that is how are you? In other words, shalom is like your peace, and then to you. How is your peace to you? So we could just say, how are you? By the way, if you guys catch me in any mistakes, I do make them. Put down then in the notes corrections, and I can put. Hopefully, if I get around to it, I can put some corrections in. Some of you out there, like there's certain ones that you know might know, and they put that down there. Okay, so let's go down. So now we have actually let's get the sound. Let's see if we can get the sound on this. So this is shior. I think the shior is words or lesson. I bet it's lesson one. That's what it is. Lesson one. Shior, lesson one. And then, but I wanted to see. Okay. So these are. Yeah, this is it right here. So let's take a look at this vocabulary.
מילים חדשות. שלום. שמי.
And milim hadashot is milim hadashot right here, new words. And so this is going to go down through the vocabulary that we just, I'm pretty sure that that's the same vocabulary that we just looked at.
מה שלומך? מה שלומך? טוב. שלומי טוב. להתראות. מה שמך? מה שמך? זה שם יפה. תודה.
Okay, so you see these here. I'm going to put these right here so that you can see how they're pronounced.
מילים חדשות.
Okay, so these are
שלום.
new words.
שמי. מה שלומך? מה שלומך? טוב. שלומי טוב. להתראות. מה שמך? מה שמך? זה שם יפה. תודה.
Okay, so what they're doing is they are putting both the feminine and the masculine together. In other words, when they do, for example, when they do ma shlomech or ma shlomcha, they just put both of them in at the same time on that line. And one of them is to a girl, the other one's to a boy, essentially. And they're doing the same thing with this here. Ma shemech or ma shimcha. What is your name? Let's go through these one more time.
מילים חדשות.
The new words. Milim
שלום.
hadashot.
שמי. מה שלומך? מה שלומך? טוב. שלומי טוב. להתראות. מה שמך? מה שמך? זה שם יפה. תודה.
Okay. So that's kind of neat because we can get that picture-in-picture thing going on all of these series. So this is lesson 1 shiur. So this is just basic stuff in Hebrew. And as we go through this book, there's going to be a lot more, obviously. You know, we'll just see what we could get out of this. Okay, so now we have zakar, nikva. Okay, the phrasing of a question depends on the gender of the person being addressed. For zakar, that's masculine. Because I remember sometimes in some of these books, they would use a zayin next to a vocabulary word to indicate masculinity, and then they would use a nun next to a Hebrew word in a vocabulary list to say that this is a feminine word. Okay, so we have, for example, here's some, these are the masculine ones here. Let's see, we have ma shlomka and ma shimka. So what is your name and then how are you, masculine? And nikeva, and a lot of times, just like I say, you'll see the noon next to feminine. We have ma shlomech and ma shimech. Okay, so conversely, the answer when in first person does not differentiate between masculine and feminine. Like if you were to say ani, I did such and such. Well, if you see that in Hebrew, ani is ani, whether said by a, because that's in first person, see? Okay, so here's some more exercises here. So these are, targil is like a drill or an exercise. So targil is a drill or an exercise. So we have hashalem et, looks like adi elo gim. Let's see what we can get here. Okay. Okay, so this is the complete. Let's see. The entire adi elogim. Oh, dialogue. Okay, so hi, dialogim. So it's just kind of like this. It's almost like a transliteration. The dialogue. Okay, and it's like ha, di, lo, gim. I dialogim, almost like right there. Okay, so this is just basically the drill is just showing us that it's the entire dialogue. Okay, so number one, we have a Gadai. I think that's a guy's name, maybe. Shalom Rachel. Shalom Rachel. Okay, so let's get that other vocabulary up so we can. We need that picture in picture. There we go. Bring this up here, right here. I think. Okay, so if you were to say, let's see here. Shalom Raquel, hi Raquel. You could say, how are you, right? Okay, so you could use this one here, ma shlomech. You would not want to use ma shlomka because Rachel is a girl. It's not a boy. So you would say, you would go, ma shlom. And this would kind of go down like this. Ma shlomech. I think there'd be like a couple dots under there. Yeah, ma shlomech. How are you? And to a girl, because we're talking about the speaker is Gadi, and Raquel is the object of his question. I mean, he's asking Raquel. And so Raquel answers back, Tov, good, Vama Shalomka in this case. In this case, how do we know? Because Gadi is a boy's name, I'm almost certain. Okay, looks like we check my time here. Okay, so so what does Gadi say here? Let's see, Tov Vama Shlomek. Okay, so Raquel says, I'm good. Vama Shlomka. And how are you to Gadai? And Gadai could say something like, he could say, let's see. You could say this, Tov, and he could add something like me'od, very good. Okay, and I think figure out how to spell me'od. I think this might be it. Yeah, it's mem aleph. Let's see here. Mem aleph, and then dalet. Tov me'od. I'm very good. God, you could say that. And then Raquel, what does she say? She says, Lahitraot, see you later. Okay, I don't know if we see that one on here. Yes, we do right there. Lahitraot, see you later. Okay, and then let's see, what could die? He could say, thanks. Thanks. Toda. Okay. Toda. Okay, so that's probably one way that those could be filled in. Okay, number two, what do we have here? We got Roan. I think Roan is a guy's name in Hebrew. And he says, let's see, looks like we've got Shemech Rachel. Is your name Rachel? And he's saying this to Hagid, which we already know is a girl. And Hagid says no. She could say my name. She could say let's see. If you were to say my name, it would be like Shemi. Okay, and so that'll be this one right here, Shemi. Shemi. My name is Hagid. Okay, and remember, if it's in the first person, there's no difference between a girl or a boy, masculine or feminine. And Rome then says, slicha, slicha. And slicha is like, excuse me, or I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, there it is right there, slicha. I see it over here in the box. Slicha. Sorry. In other words, he's apologizing to her because he misguessed her name. Okay. Okay, so now in this third one, we have Hannah. We have Shimcha David. Shimcha David. And so it's going to be Shimcha. Yeah. Okay, excuse the dog there. I'm just going to finish this up real quick, and we'll call this lesson good for today. I think what I'll do is, I'll tell you what, let's leave off here, and I'll put this, we'll go through some more of these the next time. What we need to do is we need to put a bookmark here, and we'll highlight one of these here to tell us where we left off. Let's hope we can get it highlighted. There we go. All right, so that's where we left off. We'll look at some more of these the next time I get some time. And anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this program. I plan to put some more of these, just go through these. And if I get hung up on something, I'll use reversal context on the phone, and we'll just kind of go through this book together. All right, shalom, shalom.